Hi, this is Rich, and now we're going to do task 3 of Lab 1 for CIS 90. Now in this task, we're going to log into a third Linux system. We've logged into Opus, that's our CentOS system. We've logged into Sunwa, that's a Fedora distribution system. Now we're going to log into Frodo. Okay, and there's actually quite a few Frodos. Everybody gets their own Frodo system this semester. Now, the way we do this is we want to let you use a graphical user interface, a graphical desktop on Linux, just so you can see what it's like. With Opus and Sunwa, you can only use SSH, which is command line only. But for Frodo, you can use the graphical desktop as well as SSH. But to use a graphical desktop remotely, so that you can get to it from home, we're going to use VMware. So what we have is we have a bunch of Frodo VMs on an VMware ESXi server, and you'll be using remote desktop protocol to get into a campus server, and from that campus server you'll use VMware vSphere client to actually get to your Frodo. So I'm going to show you how that works. Step 1 is we got to download this vcenter.rdp file. So let's click on the link. We'll go to the Opus web page. This is a remote access file. What you do is I'm going to do save link as, and I'm going to put this on the desktop. Okay, so it's called vCenter, and then the full name of this file is vcenter.rdp. Let's go back to the lab now. Get back here. Where were we? Task 3. So we've downloaded the file, and now what we're going to do is we're just going to click on it. Now you'll get some warnings. Go ahead and click through the warnings. Benji, we're going to use a different account. We're going to use CIS lab, okay, /simben90, okay, with Benji's password. Okay, notice this is very similar to your login to Sunwa. Only difference is we only have one backslash instead of two. Okay, get some more warnings to click through. We're on Windows 2008 server right now, and it's starting up a program called VMware vSphere Client. It's going to do a little setup. The first time you go through it, it's got to do some setup. And what it's going to do is it's going to run that VMware vSphere client and attach to yet another server. Go ahead and click through the warnings. You just have to wait until it does all these logins. It's doing a pass-through where it takes your logon into the first server and uses it to log on to the second server. And from that second server, you can get to the different Frodo virtual machines. Okay, we're almost there. First time through it takes a little bit longer, and it gets a lot faster after that. So here we are on the vSphere client. This is actually a server on campus. And what we're going to do is we're going to click on VMs and templates. All right. There's the vCenter. There is the CIS vLab or virtual lab. There is a folder with CIS 90. I'm going to open it up. And there's a whole bunch of Frodos. But which Frodo should you use? Well, I've got a document here that you can look up your name and see which Frodo has been assigned to you. So Benji's got Frodo 108. Okay? So we got to find Frodo 108. There it is. I'm going to click on it. All right. And you can look at these different tabs here. This shows the summary of, let's make it a little bit bigger here. Okay. Gives you some summary information. What I want to do though is I want to bring up a console. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to right click on it. Okay, open a console. Right, and this computer is off right now. Doesn't it look like an off computer? It totally looks like an off computer, doesn't it? Because it's black. Let's turn on this computer. This is the on-off switch right here. So I'm going to click power on. And it should boot up. Let's see what happens. Okay, something's happening. Just be patient here as it boots up. There we go. It's powered on. Now, notice I still have my little hand cursor. I'm going to click inside the window. That lets the Frodo VM, which is a complete computer system, it's running. It's the Ubuntu operating system. It does not know it's on a virtual computer. It thinks it's just on any other computer. So I'm clicking inside. So now that what that does is it lets Frodo 108 here capture the mouse and the keyboard. So now when I type, it's not going to my computer at home, but it's going to the computer on campus. Log in as there's different students here. Okay, we're going to log in for CIS 90 as the CIS student with the password that you got in the email from me. Okay. And there we go. Now we're using the graphical desktop for an Ubuntu Linux system. These are different things that you can run. The terminal, if you scroll down here a little bit, you'll see there's a terminal. So we can get terminals as well, a graphical terminal. Let me see what else we're going to do in task 3. See if we're finished here yet. Okay, so we've powered it on, we've logged in. There we go. So that's actually it for task 3. And what I'm going to do is close off here, and I'll meet you back in a different video for task 4. So hope this helped.